Imagine waking up every morning and enjoying your morning coffee out here on this gorgeous wrap-around porch. This is living the life. Welcome to ARVADA. Today we are in MAIZE, Kansas, just west of Wichita. And you guys, we've got not only this beautiful wrap-around porch, but 5 bedrooms, could even be a 6-bedroom, 3.5 bathrooms, and get this, a whole separate apartment over your garage in the back of the house. And I am so excited to show you guys this very unique, eclectic, nostalgic neighborhood by Miller Family Homes. Big shout out to Scott Darrenkamp for allowing me to show this beautiful listing today. It is listed at $619,400. I hope you're excited because I'm excited. And if you're not excited, you better get excited. Let's go. Okay, you guys, so before we get into the home tour, I wanted to tell you a little bit more about where we are today. So the home we're going to be looking at is in MAIZE, Kansas, which sits seamlessly on the west border of Wichita. So where I am today is just 5 minutes away from the home. I'm on MAIZE Road, and you guys, MAIZE Road has been booming with growth over the last couple years. Where I'm at today is a location called New Market Square. This is one of West Wichita's most popular hubs for shopping and dining. This shopping center is a local favorite with nearly 100 businesses to visit. You guys, they have everything over here from retail and restaurants to service-based businesses like chiropractic care, hair, and spa services. Over here in New Market Square, there are well-known stores like Old Navy, Best Buy, and Target. There are also well-known restaurants like Olive Garden, Chipotle, and Buffalo Wild Wings. Now, if you come over here, you have to visit some of the local favorites. If you like Mediterranean food, you must check out MAIZE. They have the best lamb in town. If you are into brunch, you need to go to Homegrown. And if you're a chocolate fan like me, you need to check out the place behind me. Coco Dulce has the best chocolate in town and delicious gelato. Let's take a minute and talk about the location. So from right here in New Market Square, downtown Wichita is about a 15-minute drive. The airport about 10 minutes. Not far from here, we have the Sedgwick County Park. That's about a 15-minute drive. Sedgwick County Zoo, 17 minutes, and the only IMAX theater in Wichita, only 5 minutes away. So if you're wanting that small town feel while still being close to big city amenities, MAIZE might be just the place for you. Welcome to the Rawlings. That's the name of the floor plan we're going to be looking at today. Like I told you before, these homes are by Miller Family Homes, and I must say I am so impressed with the out-of-the-box thinking. I think it's great when a builder does something unique and unexpected, and that is definitely what we have here in ARVADA. So when you're outside in this neighborhood, you feel like you're in the 1900s, but when you walk in the house, it's definitely giving modern 2025. So let's go ahead and take a look around. When you walk in, you are entering into this nice foyer. You know, I'm loving the foyer. We've got 9-foot ceilings here. And then over here to my left, they have it staged as an office. It could technically be a bedroom because in Kansas, the only thing you need to qualify a room as a bedroom is that it has to have a window. And this one has 2. So it could be a bedroom, but I definitely like how they have it staged as an office. You've got the nice French doors here with the wood grain on the outside and this accent wall over here painted really nicely with this green turquoise paint. So I think that is really nice. This would be a really great office, and I really like how it has the 2 windows to bring in a lot of natural light. On the floors, we have oak LVP flooring, so take notice of that. And then over here to the right, we have one of the half bathrooms. So you've got a coat closet right here. And then you've got your half bath over here. Perfect for your guests. This is the only bathroom on the main floor. So I like this. I think this is wainscoting if I'm not mistaken. I like how they did the paint color. We've got some champagne bronze touches in here and some wood cabinetry. And you do have a window here, but they do have some window coverings on there. All right. So you've got your office, half bath, stairs to the basement are right here. I'm gonna save that for later. So then you enter into the heart of the home. So I love how this is really nice and open. Perfect for entertaining. I feel like this would be a great space for your family to gather together and just really feel like everybody's in one room. It's not really separated. So I really like that. So right here, we've got a 9x3 island. They've got 3 stools, so gives you some good space there. Behind me, got your microwave and your stove stacked together. I like how they took the cabinetry all the way up to the ceiling. I think that's really nice. It really draws your eye up and makes the room feel a little bit bigger. They did some frosted glass on the cabinets up there and some nice accent lighting. We've also got some nice accent lighting under the cabinets. We've got a good amount of counter space over here. Got the induction GE cooktop. They kept it neutral on the backsplash with like a tan grayish color tile. And the hood, they did in a wood grain. I really like that look, and that goes all the way up with the cabinets as well. Right here in the corner, you've got your pantry. And behind me, you have a little bit more counter space. I would definitely use this as a coffee nook, little tea area. And then you've got your GE fridge behind me right here. So decent sized kitchen. And then right off the kitchen, you've got your really big open dining space. This table would seat 6, so you could definitely fit a bigger table over here with no problem. So a really good amount of space over here in the dining area. They've got some little picture windows over there on the side. And that wraps around over here into the living room. So again, I think this is a really good size. They did a couch and then 2 chairs. You could definitely do a sectional in here. You could do 2 couches, 1 on each side. You've got a lot of different options in here. Got your electric fireplace, wood mantle. This coordinates with the hood in the kitchen. And then you have some cabinetry on each side of your fireplace for storage and for decorative items. And I like how they did the lighting in each of the nooks on each side of the fireplace. So perfect to highlight your artwork like they have it staged right now. But I really like this. It feels very cozy and warm. All right, so we've got some nice windows here on the side, bringing in a lot of natural light. And then you've got your doors here, and these lead to the back of the house, which leads to the garage, detached garage, and the apartment that is on top of the garage. So let's go ahead and go upstairs, and then we'll head to the separate apartment in a little bit. All right, so you guys will have to let me know what you're thinking about this. Was this what you expected when you saw the outside of the house? All right, let's go upstairs where we have 2 bedrooms and a primary bedroom. Okay, so as we come up the stairs, I like what they did here with the window. Again, bringing in some natural light. We're doing like a twilight tour this evening. But like I mentioned before in some of my other videos, I love the really nice statement light fixture in the window because I think at night looks really gorgeous. All right, so we are upstairs. We've got a little bit of space here. They staged it with this really nice table and some artwork. You've got a window here, so there's no living room or open living space up here. You just got your bedrooms and your bathrooms. Over here, we have the bathroom for the 2 secondary bedrooms. Decent sized bathroom. I like the two-tone green tile on the backsplash, and then the nice clean white quartzite countertop here. They did the same wooden cabinetry that they used downstairs and in the kitchen on the hood. And then we just have your basic tub. I like these bold black fixtures with the sharp corners on them. I think that looks really modern. And then we've got some open shelving over here as well. And then there's some speckled white and colored tile that they chose on the floor. And then you've got a window in here too, which brings in some natural light. All right, so over here, we have our two secondary bedrooms. So here's the first one. I think this is staged so cute. Look at this ballet bar and this mirror. Totally loving that. So this bedroom here, we have a queen size bed and it fits in here pretty good. They've got two nightstands on the side. So you would definitely have space for a queen size. And then if you needed to do a dresser over here, you would have space for that as well. So pretty good size room. I like the light fixture, really cute. And then over here, we have a walk-in closet for this bedroom. Okay. Over here, have our next bedroom. Both bedrooms are approximately the same size. We have a queen size bed in here as well with two nightstands and still plenty of space. You could do bigger nightstands. I like the accent wall. They've been bringing in a lot of greens in the house, so I love seeing that theme up here as well. Got a nice window, space for a dresser, so definitely a good size for a kid, plenty of space. And then this bedroom also has a walk-in closet. So I like that they did walk-ins in both of the bedrooms up here. Okay, and since the bedrooms are up here, it only makes sense for your laundry room to be up here as well. So you've got your laundry room right here. Not a very big laundry room, but perfect size for the necessities, and that's your washer and your dryer. Got a little bit of storage here, and then additional storage behind me. I really like that because I feel like you need a lot of space in the laundry room to put all of your soaps, laundry detergent. There's even space to put your laundry basket in there because I feel like you need that storage for your laundry basket as well. So I like having that storage, and definitely a plus having the laundry room up here with these bedrooms. All right, so next we're gonna go into the primary bedroom, and I'm pretty impressed with the size of this room. We've got a queen size bed in here. You could definitely do a king size bed with absolutely no problem. Plenty of space for your nightstands. I like how they did another accent wall. That's been a theme in this house. So I like the tan colored accent wall. You also have space in here for a sitting area as well. There's a dresser in here, so no shortage of space. You should be able to fit everything you need in here. And they also did these cute little chairs right here, but you could do a foot of the bed bench in here too, and still feel like you have space to walk around. So the closets in here are separated. So we've got one closet over here. We have two walk-ins. So here's your first one. Got some shelving in the middle and then hanging space on each side. And then your other walk-in closet is actually inside of the primary ensuite. So let's go in there to check that out. Okay, so the first thing when I walk in here that my eyes are drawn to is this beautiful blue tile that they took all the way up to the ceiling. I really like that. You've got a little window here in between to bring in some natural light, which I think is a really good idea. We've got some cabinetry here, your same wood grain that we see downstairs in the living room. Really good sized vanity, plenty of space to spread out. You're not gonna be on top of each other in here. And then we've got a walk-in shower behind me. And there is a bench seat in there which I feel like is definitely a necessity. And over here, behind me, you've got your throne room, and there is another window. The windows in the bathrooms have definitely been a theme in this house, but they all have the window coverings on them. And then your other closet is here. This one is considerably smaller than the other one. So I don't know, rock, paper, scissors for who gets which closet, I guess. So no shelving in here for your shoes, just hanging space. But it is nice to have the two separate closets. Okay, so that wraps up the upstairs. Now we are going to head downstairs to the basement. I like this little area right here with a little shelf, and you can display some decorative items and some artwork. I think that's a nice touch, so you just don't have a blank wall while you're coming down here. So down here in the basement, we have a family space and 2 bedrooms down here, and also a bathroom. So here's your family room area. Really cozy, just enough space, you know, for everybody to kind of hang out. This would be great if you have kids. This could be the kids' hangout space, perfect size for them. They've got a good size couch in here, television on the wall over here, and they did a built-in down here where you could put your remotes and all of that stuff. And then you've got a little shelf there where you can put some decorative items. So I think this is just perfect for your kids. All right, and then over here we have a bar area. I really like this dark blue cabinetry that they did down here. And I feel like this has all the necessities. You got your sink, your counter space, and a little refrigerator. I feel like that's perfect for what you need for entertaining. Over here on the wall of the bar, they did a 2-toned tile with some texture on it. I think that's really nice. And then you've got your floating shelves over here on the wall too, to kind of break it up a little bit. Right over here, we have the, I don't know where the light is from here. There it is. This is just under the stairs storage. So you'll see this a lot here in Wichita. They like to utilize this space under the stairs and not just have it as empty space for nothing. They usually will finish it and then you could use it for storage. So you've got a little bit of storage in there. And then over here, this is your utility space with your HVAC and your sump pump. And then here we've got some storage, closet with a couple shelves. And then let's head right over here into the bathroom. So they use the same cabinetry as on the bar area. Looks like they did some faux wood tiles in here. That looks very similar to the floors upstairs. And you just got your basic tub in here. Again, I like the black fixtures that they use, very modern, good size vanity. And yeah, that'll do it for the restroom. And then over here, we've got your 2 basement bedrooms. So here is the first of the 2 bedrooms. Got a queen size bed in here. You could do a king if you wanted, because we do have some space to spare on either side of the bed. And then you have a standard closet in here. Standard closet with some shelving and hanging space. And then over here we have a window. And this is not a view out basement, so when you probably can't, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's not a view out, so, but they do have to have egress, so in case of any sort of emergency, we can still exit the room. So that's that. and then we'll head over to the other bedroom. Okay, both rooms here are approximately the same size. Again, we have a queen size bed in here with space to spare on the side, so you could definitely fit a king in here. You could fit a dresser in here with no problem as well too. So these are really spacious rooms. We have, again, a standard closet, pretty much just like the other one. Some shelving, space to hang your items on the side. And then we have the same window here that I was explaining, just like in the other room. All right, so that wraps up the basement. Now we're going to go check out the surprise separate apartment. So let's go. All right, so we're back on the main floor. We are going to head into the backyard and across the yard to the surprise apartment. I did want to point out to you guys that these homes do feed into the MAIZE school district. So if you have kids, they would go to MAIZE schools. And home prices over here start at about $355,000. This one is listed at $619,000, but I'm sure you could see why, especially when you go look at this apartment. So we're out here in the back. We've got this really nice porch swing, loving that. Got a good sized yard. Again, we're doing a twilight tour today, so you might not be able to see the whole thing, but we're gonna walk across over here. And this is your garage. Is it really dark? Okay. This is your garage down here. Unfortunately, the doors are locked, so we can't get inside. But on top of the garage is the separate apartment, so we're going to go check that out. Okay, so welcome to the apartment. You could use this for a couple different things. You could use it for a rental income and have some tenants here. You could also do a mother-in-law suite, father-in-law suite. If you have an older child, they might wanna be over here. That might be a good idea. Me, I'm using it as a she shed. My kids say, "Where's mommy?" She's over in the she shed. Okay, so this is really nice. You've got a whole apartment over here. So when you first enter, you got your living room. They have it staged with a couch in here. You could definitely fit more seating. Your TV would definitely go on this wall over here. Sorry, the stairs have me out of breath, guys. All right, and then you've got a kitchen. Got a peninsula here with 2 stools, good seating. Sorry if it's dark. The lights, for some reason, do not work, but everything you need for your kitchen. So you got your microwave here, oven, stove, refrigerator, and a dishwasher in here too. So I think that's really nice. You guys will have to let me know in the comments what you would use this separate apartment for. All right, so there's more. This apartment also has, guess what is behind door number 1? What is it? A washer and a dryer. So you have space in here for your stackable washer and dryer. Love that, brilliant idea. Door number 2 is just your HVAC and all that good stuff. And then over here, got a full bathroom. Nice quartzite countertops here. I like this gray cabinetry that they chose. It's nice and neutral in here. Got your shower, throne room, everything you need. So good sized bathroom. And then this is the one and only bedroom that's in this apartment. So queen size bed. Again, all the bedrooms in this house have been pretty spacious because you've got your nightstands here, and you could see you could fit a bigger bed in here if you wanted. You could definitely do a dresser over here or even on that wall if you wanted to. And then you could put your TV along this wall here. Nice natural light coming in through these windows. And this bedroom also has a walk-in closet. And this is actually a very large walk-in closet. So a lot of space in here. A lot of room for hanging items, got some shelving in the middle, and then some more hanging space over here on the side. So, you know, the master bedroom closets were a little skimpy, so maybe somebody's closet is gonna be over here in the apartment. You know, who knows? All right, you guys, so that wraps up the apartment. Again, I want to know, what would you guys use this apartment for? Okay, beautiful people, that wraps up our tour of the Rawlings. Remember, we are out in ARVADA, one of the newest developments by Miller Family Homes. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you need any assistance with relocating to the Wichita, Kansas area, buying or selling, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I would love to help you along your journey. Until next time, peace, love, and blessings. Bye.